Let's talk about the first topic we have, the Norwich City. Let's throw them first into the right position. Are they already relegated? Are they doomed?
They are going down without a doubt. There's no doubt about it. I mean, there are certain clubs who will come up into the Premier League and will go down the very next year. The likes of Norwich, the likes of Fulham. These are the clubs that can never stay up because they are so stubborn. They cannot change their style of play. They need to adapt quickly, with the style of play that Premier League brings altogether. I mean, when you're playing against teams like Chelsea, when you're playing against teams like Liverpool, forget about Man United, because we in particular are a team that only plays on counter, and with possession we are not that good. But in terms of Norwich, when I'm talking about a team that is purely based on fast attacking football, you need to change your tactics in each and every game, and that's what has caused them in the last 2 seasons, if I'm not wrong. Every time they went up, the very next year they've gone down.
Yep, that's why they are called one of the yo-yo clubs. But the reason why I brought up Norwich City in this conversation is because Daniel Farke, the first season that he came in, he was appreciated. I mean, the kind of performances that Norwich City gave against, yes, they do play a single style of play, but we all thought that, yes, it's a well-managed club. They prefer to be on the right side of finances. They are okay going down, but we knew it that they will come back, and in fact they did. But with all that we expected from them this season, that Daniel Farke is the same guy. Some of the players, yes, they sold some of very good players like Bundia, but they have pretty good manager and they will learn from their mistakes. But it seems going south this season for them. So does this mean the manager is not as good as we thought? The team is not good, the transfer window, what exactly broke for them this season?
I mean, the fact that they keep going up and down, I think they're not Premier League quality. There are 19 better teams out there in England which are better than Norwich. Each season, whenever they do come up, yes, they do go back and climb up the table all over again. Probably Championship is where Norwich City do belong. I mean, there are good examples. Brentford is one of them. Southampton is one of them. Burnley is one of them. But they got it right with the manager. They're not going chopping and changing things every single time. I think that's what keeping them alive in the Premier League especially.
I think there's a big gulf of difference in quality between the Championship and the Premier League. You play that style the Norwich play. In the Championship, it suits you with the players they have and opponents they have. But when you come to the Premier League, it's a bit difficult because the opponents, I think, are too strong sometimes to play that style. Difficult. So you have to adjust to it. For example, a Burnley, they don't play that style, and I think they did well defensively. So I think you have to build on defense if you are to stay up. We saw with Burnley, they stayed up. Southampton always had great style of play. So I don't think Norwich City are right there, but I actually appreciate the board. They're sticking with the manager all the time. They came up, got relegated, came up again, now struggling, but they're still sticking with the manager. So that's appreciable, but I think the managers sometimes have to change your style as well, change your philosophy a little bit to help the team to stay up.
I mean, let's be very honest. Does Norwich City has the quality to be a Premier League team? No. Does Brentford has the quality to be a Premier League team? Yes. That's completely because if you see the style of recruitment between two teams, Brentford are a team that are much more based on the data analytics style of thing. You look at the style of play in terms of the passing, possession, or whatever it is, both of them try to carve out the opposition open. But Brentford, basically, I would say they know when to press, when to do what. They are basically a well-managed team, both on and off the field. And when basically Norwich City just came up, it was basically, they just look out of their depth. And they have just played Liverpool and Manchester City as two of the big teams. I'm not counting Arsenal as a big team, I'm sorry about it, but they are not one of the top 6 teams anymore currently with this current form. They will face other teams. They might win a few points here and there, but along with Norwich as well, I just think any two of Burnley, Newcastle, and Leeds United will go down as well.
Are we really coming down to the fact that it's all down to the manager? Thomas Frank is clearly a better manager than Daniel Farr.
I mean,
Yes,
like,
yes.
yeah.
it is. Because
When
if you talk of data analytics, firstly, I think people like clubs like Brentford and Norwich are kind of fishing in the same pool for players. So, and we in this day and age, I think every club does use data science and analytics to a great extent. So yes, it is down to the manager, and I think Frank is doing a great job. And their performance against Liverpool, oh what a game that was! So yeah, I think it is down to the manager.
Down to the
Definitely.
manager. Yep.
And even today against West Ham as well, they showed what it takes to be in the
Great.
Premier League.
Yeah.
I
Awesome.
mean, I just feel that this season Brentford will be the team that decides the champions of the league, basically.
Champions of the league.
Yeah,
Could be.
because they are the team that can take points off top teams on their day.